Hello everyone. So it is like really coming down outside, which is a great time to make a YouTube video. So if you're part of Patreon, you basically already know all this, but HQ, hydroquinone, it's not for everyone. Basically going into it, I did not know that you basically cannot stop, or you will actually get darker than you were when you started. Also, if there's anything that happens, like you're getting some type of tan, it could be from being in your car, or I don't know, maybe you just live in like a really hot place like I do. Basically, that will also cause you to like darken. Like, we're not talking about like dark back up to like where you started. We're talking about be darker than you were before you started. So that's what I've had happen. So basically, what I thought was going to be like a cheat code, like what I thought, was going to be like, a heavy duty lightener that was going to basically speed up all my results. It actually like worked against me. Does HQ work for some people? Probably, but I think it's really unrealistic for me to think that I was going to be on it for like a really long time. I thought it was going to be like, there's other lighteners that you can use where once you lighten up, you don't have to continue using it. Like, you can maintain your, whatever color or you're trying to go for, basically with other products, or maybe even just like internal supplements or something like that. This is not one of those things. So I'm actually, I'm darker than when I started. This is probably one of the darkest I've been in the last 3 years of me just experimenting with different lighteners. So it really sucks. And I mean, I've even had people like in my life ask me, are you getting darker? So it's just, I don't know. It happens. Realistically speaking, I think anyone who's on like a skincare journey, usually it's not just like a straight ride, like up, to you getting lighter or whatever. It's usually like up and down. Like there's setbacks. Obviously this is one of the worst setbacks I've ever had. Usually there's just like, there's times when maybe you're not doing your routine consistently, or times where maybe you just get, unwanted sun exposure, whatever. Obviously this is really bad. And I don't think I knew it was even like a risk. It took me a while because I was using the HQ for a couple months, and it was just weird because like my skin, like it wasn't like changing. There wasn't really any difference. If anything, it was like looking worse. And then I'd stop for a little bit, and obviously it'd get even worse. So I don't know, it's not for everyone, obviously. And if you're not going to be able to be on it for like long term, then just don't even bother. So, well, the sucky thing about it, well, I don't know, it's cool and it's sucky. So one, if you have breakouts, things like that, and you don't want it to leave like a mark, putting HQ on like a fresh scar or something like that works amazing. Works really well. All over body lightening, like, while I mean, I'm sure it does work for some people, there's just others where it's just like, don't take the chance. You might have regrets like I do. Also, I wasn't really on my glutathione because I was still drinking like quite a bit, enough to where it would cancel out any glutathione I was on. So I was just relying heavily on the HQ. Like, I tried doing the glutathione for like a good month, and then, like I said, I was just still drinking, so I had to stop it completely. And now obviously it's like, now I have to give up drinking because I didn't really want to give up the drinking. I was like, oh, it's okay, HQ will get me to where I need to be. Sadly, that's just not how it worked out. So now I'm on just glutathione since I need to figure out my topical stuff. I think today I'm gonna look for, when I'm in Sephora, I'll try to see if I can find like a 30% vitamin C or something, or 25%, just something really strong. You know, for vitamin C, that is like really strong, and that'll help lighten up things. I'm also gonna have to start getting back on the niacin, the flushing niacin. That helps with like the circulation and getting everything basically throughout your blood, especially if you're like on acetyl glutathione. I'm also on like a new glutathione brand. Well, I guess it doesn't really have a brand. I bought acetyl glutathione in bulk, like 500 grams of it. So we'll see how that goes in time, but I just wanted to give you guys an update because I know I haven't been making videos, and I hadn't been making videos because I wasn't seeing any results. If anything, things are just getting darker. So this was just an explanation of what happened. And you know, if there's anyone else, because I know it's easier to get hydroquinone now, especially if you're in the US, ever than before. I just, I don't know, just be wary. You know, there are ways to use it where it'll be safe to use. It's just when you stop, I wasn't ready for basically what happened. I don't think I even thought it was like a possibility. Like, why would you get even darker than when you started? Like when you stopped, like, wouldn't you just maybe darken up to where you were prior or something? It is difficult starting this in the summer. This is, especially in Florida, like this is the worst time because the sun is so intense. And I think I will be going to Vegas in a couple weeks too. I was in Key West. I stayed out of the sun though. While everyone else did stuff during the day, I only really did things at night. So, but you know, places like that, places like Key West or Florida or Vegas, the sun is really intense there. These are like vacation spots, so everyone wants to do, you know, outdoor stuff. Anyone who's on any type of skin journey, like it's not exactly easy. You really have to like dedicate yourself to it. Like I said, I was trying to take the easy route and drink, and you know, drinking doesn't help if you're using glutathione. Like you can't do both, so I had to give up drinking. And yeah, I mean, I've done it before, so I just have to do it again. But I'm not really happy with how my skin looks at all, so